Are going to leave as sworn enemies on that pitch. I'm Stumpy with Cole, and of course we're with Subi. Who else would it be? But Cole, this has been one of the best competitions we've seen so far, and it does not change with this European matchup.
It's about one team taking their momentum from the spring major in KCorp, and another that are completely disregarding everything that's gone wrong for them so far this season. Team BDS playing at their best, and when better to do so.
Absolutely, but for KCorp, they're coming in and bringing all of that momentum from this week into this so important matchup. Europe, you're represented well here, but Astral starting things off with great defense as Monkey Moon pushes forward, and this is going to be a matchup for the ages, fellas.
Interesting seeing Astral and Monkey Moon up against each other so soon. Two players who in their time have been hugely in the conversation for the best player in the world. Monkey Moon has slowed down recently, but thankfully for him, he's had a teammate in Seiko who has massively taken that mental, but you could say the same for Astral. Nolly in particular, as a pass goes in from Itachi, is peaking.
Yeah, there have been so many highlight performances from Nolly, from Monkey Moon and Seiko, as he mentioned him. It has been just across the board one of the best performances for Europe we have ever seen. It's exciting to see, right? Because these players, Waypong was saying, they're battling to be the best French players, but they come into it just being friends for years and years. And when it comes down to it, somebody has to walk off sad and somebody has to have full elation.
Yeah, and you love to see that they can kind of put that competitive edge to the side for just a moment as they took the stage, but how quickly it is erased as the game begins. Game one. Nice bump on that back line for Nolly, and Astral gonna start things off for KCorp.
He's been scoring all of the goals for KCorp so far. Here he is again on the end of this one. It was Nolly charging into Seiko. But Itachi did the simple play, but that's the one that was needed, and that's why he is such an effective player.
Yeah, Itachi, I feel, I spoke to Nolly previously. He was saying Itachi doesn't really get the love that he deserves. He gets so much credit, on the pitch from players. And when it comes down to just a couple of those kickoffs, they can change series.
And how often have we seen that today? Just a poor kickoff attempt from one side and an easy goal for the other. And for Team BDS, not a hole you'll want to dig yourself into.
This is exactly the start that KCorp needed as well. You're coming up against Team BDS, who, after trouncing version 1 recently, suddenly everybody wakes up and remembers how good they are, how scary Team BDS have been. They won 2 of the 3 online regionals in spring. They came second in the 3rd. Seiko comes in, they seem unbeatable, undeniably the best team in the world. That gets forgotten. KCorp have to forget that themselves, because against V1, they were looking like it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Allowing 1 goal for V1, who then have just done such an incredible job being able to get through to those quarterfinals. Could not make it through into the semis, were beaten out in the end by FaZe, but the push from KCorp has been fantastic. In the first 2 minutes of game number 1, they've looked like the better team. Statistically, they are down there. They're somewhere around, the 10 ranges. But when you look at BDS, they are right near the top. Seiko leads in so many of the biggest categories that you've got to lead in.
Yeah, and it's so easy to describe this series. You just need 3 words, and all those are David and Goliath. You have one of the best teams, not only in Europe, but of all time that we've ever seen. And then KCorp, flashes of brilliance from time to time, but no better time to get hot than now.
Well, they've had a couple of flashes of brilliance, simple brilliance, in this opening game to give themselves this early lead. But now Monkey Moon's on the ball, he's dribbling almost past all of them. It falls to extra. There's just always one more Team BDS player in this conveyor belt. Monkey Moon gets it over the top. Astral has to have his read good, and he does. Actually, this might be sneaking all the way in. Unbelievable clearance there from Astral.
Seiko left wall manages to get one musty nearly over the top of Astral. Opportunity to try and get back just 1 goal. They do such a good job of allowing a lot of these goals to go their way. They're offensively the best in the competition so far. Their journey, though, they are hoping it's only just getting started. They started off our entire season. They won the fall major. It was a lot of fun, but they need to finish it here. This is the big one.
Well, and one thing that doesn't get brought up enough as we see a whiff on the back line, Seiko looking for a double, can't quite find it, is the fact that Team BDS, while they are so good, they have not had much success playing in front of a live environment, and this being the largest crowd in RLCS history.
Another one.
Another one through the back gate. Team BDS left the door wide open.
A huge overcommit there for Team BDS. Monkey Moon nowhere near that one as extra rotated backwards, and KCorp have a real chance here to make Team BDS start to answer some more questions. Is it happening again? Is the crowd beginning to get on our backs? Can we deal with that? It's all from KCorp's pressure, but if Team BDS get in their own heads, we've heard from their own coach that they can struggle to get out of there.
Yeah, their mentality is one of the biggest hurdles that they struggle with. That is why Mew is so important, where he focuses on that sports psychology side of things. KCorp, though, they want to try and batter down those brain cells as best as they can. In game one, this is a brilliant time to start it off. 1 minute 10 left on the clock. KCorp leading by 3.
Monkey Moon charges in with Astral. Seiko steams in, but the passes aren't quite happening right now for Team BDS. Nolly's up against Extra. Extra has won that one cleanly, which is great, but then there comes Astral. Whenever Team BDS get a sense that they can get involved, KCorp are there.
The rotations are just so crisp and clean for KCorp right now as Seiko hits the flip reset, but Nolly denies, and Team BDS just looking for their first goal here in game number 1. It would be very important to carry that momentum into game number 2. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to tie this game up. 3 goals is going to be a hard ask when KCorp has been so stingy on defense.
Extra managing to get a demo. Monkey Moon sending it high, back onto Extra. Astral, though, clearing it onto that left-hand wing with Nolly rising from the backboard. Monkey Moon, the man who we speak about so frequently in the conversation for best player in the world, is wanting to regain that mantle. Leaves that 100 boost. Seiko, though, in that wonderful lava car, making it hot on the pitch.
Look how far back Team BDS were, though. They had some pressure there, but they couldn't do anything with it. Their other 2 players, when the shot came in, all the way on their own half. It's like they've settled for an 0-3 loss in game number 1. Maybe a musty flick will unlock the defense, but not to be there. KCorp comfortably take game 1 by 3 goals to 0.
Team BDS laying the big goose egg here in game 1, and it just didn't look like the rotations were there for them. You were talking about the conveyor belt. Yes, they could keep the pressure, but they couldn't get past the top of the box. And for Team BDS, you see Extra up on the stage, and for me, he's the one that's gonna have to step up. Bottom of the scoreboard here, not even breaking 100 points. He is so instrumental in their success if they are gonna find victory.
I mean, Extra is the player where I was talking to our wonderful statistician, D-Rex, and he mentioned so much of Seiko, so much of Monkey Moon. Extra didn't even leave his lips. It's something that Extra has not been the person that we wanted to see this entire competition. Even assists, you look at Monkey Moon, you look offensively, you look at Seiko, you then look defensively, you look back to Seiko. Extra can be incredible on his day. Hopefully that day is today. We go to 7 because KCorp in that, it was just not easy, but it was standard almost.
I mean, yeah, you can see there, 60 points for Extra, but that's not necessarily Extra's fault. If Monkey Moon and Seiko are squeezing him out and those rotations did seem a little bit off once or twice, the 3rd goal, a complete freebie, that's a real problem. So, I mean, we've been seeing it from FaZe recently. They've become so much less selfish and shared their team dynamics so much more. Perhaps a sign that BDS weren't quite doing that in game 1?
Absolutely, and it's so odd to see Extra down there on the bottom because, I mean, throughout the season, we were so used to almost having an analyst chair just for him. So much success that he found throughout the season, and on the biggest stages right now, he needs to find some more.
Well, it gets no bigger than this. KCorp have started doing everything they would have wanted, but they have to keep that momentum up.
For any esports historians out there, these teams have played twice before, and they're currently at 1-on-1, and they've only played once when Nolly is on the side of KCorp. BDS, though, they took that in Spring Regional 2 very recently. That was a 4-2 result. Did not even go to 7. The KCorp, great start for them.
Oh, Astral! Astral, where did you come from? 1-0 KCorp.
Just coming off of the back line, great vision from Itachi, but better redirect from Astral. One of the greatest goals we've ever seen.
Just the blind spot was absolutely where Astral wanted to exist. What a drop down, what a start on Aquado.
KCorp, they're just getting better and better. After the Spring Major, I thought they'd overperformed. You know, they played as well as they should have to get top 4, but I didn't think they'd take that to Worlds. They've been showing that here. The last remaining wildcard team after version 1 have gone out. Can they get themselves to that semi-finals and go further than version 1? Astral closes it down. Extra has to get the ball to a BDS player. It's just not happening. It falls back to Extra. Monkey Moon's arriving, but can a BDS player just get one clean touch?
Goes high, so Astro is able to collect it. It's just him, though, up in the air until Monkey Moon joins him. Extra is in the perfect place and have it drop down. Right wall, but blocked out again by Nolly.
And KCorp making their jobs so much easier in this series, getting those early goals and just keeping that lead.
Do you know what, crowd? I agree with it. Boo back to you all. Leave it, leave it. This is serious stuff.
You've got to honour a rule too. I'm sorry, Colin, with the crowd on this one. Although Yeah, all right, shut up, Subin.
Oh, what?
We're Rocket League boomers, that's what we call it.
All right.
Itachi up against Extra. Astral sends it forward. A great first touch, a good second one. Tried to just lower the ball's trajectory there by using his wheels. Didn't quite happen, but KCorp, and in particular Astral, playing with immense freedom.
Oh, infield pass and not quite there. Great team play coming out from KCorp as Team BDS having issues on the back line. As Seiko, they have space, they have time, can't get over one.
They've just been swarming BDS. It has just been passing between KCorp. The possession is so dominant. But Seiko, when he wants to get on, he will be just wide of that net. He did not have enough boost to be able to get around the side of that ball. 2 minutes 50 left, and Seiko removed from the pitch at the hands of Itachi.
KCorp almost fighting history and destiny itself. Last season, when we were all forced online, everybody said it either would have been Team BDS's or G2's over in North America. Now Team BDS, they finally have their chance, their world's debut. And they are not playing up to those standards yet again, but it's not necessarily all on them. KCorp are forcing them. Look how fast they close it down.
Oh.
Defending so well, comfortably. Those extra touches, key against BDS.
Well, and they're constantly having their head on a swivel on offense and on defense. It doesn't really matter what Team BDS are doing right now because KCorp see it coming from a mile away. And honestly, with those touches like that, Seiko got to keep that ball closer to the chest. With Monkey Moon going to slow things down, get it over 2. Is there any follow-up? Here comes Extra. Seiko could be in tow, but no, Nolly puts it into his own corner, and I really enjoy those touches like that.
Yeah, being able to just have the composure to take it in. With Astral, the ball does find its way to him in the must. It does not quite pay off this time. Monkey Moon challenging Nolly in the air, but with Nolly missing, it falls to Seiko. Monkey going for a bump. Did not want to take to the sky, however. He had 76 boost, and Itachi removes him from that aggressive position. Itachi on that back wall trying to clear it away. Via the help of Nolly, he does. And it finds Astral again. KCorp linking up with every conceivable touch.
Meanwhile, Team BDS looking like a team who are starting to become desperate for a goal. No passes going anywhere near Orange players. Instead, it just lets Itachi in for KCorp. Coming forward again, Seiko can't get control of it. Extra can't even touch it past Astral. Monkey Moon's the last line of defenders, and he does get it to Seiko. This is where Seiko can be so dangerous. He chooses right this time. Finally, the pass connects, and Team BDS get their goal.
And Seiko and Monkey Moon combining powers here. Great play from Seiko. Gets the demo, gets the pass, tees up Monkey Moon, and just like that, game 2, all tied up.
BDS been waiting for that one, and they finally earned it, the chance. They've gone level. 1 minute remaining. As Astral, he wants to start this off with a bang. Gets to the back ball, but it's cleared away by Monkey Moon. In the midfield, Itachi to collect. Going high with it, challenged by both Monkey Moon and Extra. What a terrifying opposition, but he manages to do well. It falls back into the corner. Nolly can't get it around Seiko, and that ball drops. Itachi with a collection. The right wall, Monkey Moon has good interception yet again.
Team BDS, though, have taken the initiative after getting their goal. They're looking just that little bit sharper. Can they make the most of it, or can KCorp even counter? Itachi's waiting to see where this one falls. Seiko to the side. There was Itachi. Gets in the way somewhat of Nolly, but will be able to air dribble it over the top. Defending for Team BDS. This is how the shape of the series has gone so far. Their clearance is long, but nowhere near one of their teammates. 25 seconds left. BDS may be in with a chance.
That was a massive clear downfield and a big miss from Itachi, but here he comes. Flip reset over 1. Monkey Moon gets the touch. Ball into his back corner, and here comes Team BDS looking to push the ball forward. Monkey Moon gets the double.
Seiko's underneath it, but it's Nolly that it falls to. Extra has to clear this one long, a few seconds away from overtime. Early times again for Team BDS. Astral gets the second touch. He's been mercurial so far for KCorp. Nolly great all tournament, but it's Seiko that gets the last touch. We do head to overtime. Team BDS almost on the ropes.
An intelligent drop from Astral as well, managing to take it to the floor, and he was the only one back. Get it down, get to overtime, just get that stress gone.
It was 4-2 when these teams last played, as you mentioned earlier on, Stumpy. That was online. If KCorp can get the second game, it gets so tough for Team BDS.
Karmine right now is undefeated in overtime at Worlds so far. They sit 4-0. Can they make it 5?
Looking to keep the Cinderella story alive and well in this game. Overtime, but they had to deal with an initial onslaught from Team BDS. They can't push forward. They're low on boost. Monkey Moon looking to punish, looking to capitalize. The ball going down with Nolly. Great read on that back line. It's so important because his teammates at Astral and Itachi had double commit.
Extra's on the side wall now. He's got no one to his left, though. He has to go alone. And Nolly just waits for it. It looks so simple for KCorp to defend against this usually terrifying Team BDS attack. Monkey Moon manages to convert nothing into something. Now here's Seiko from the ceiling. Extra's in the middle. He's desperate for the ball. Nolly's not letting it fall for him. And and Itachi then slows it down. KCorp swallowing up more Team BDS attacks.
Multiple passes, multiple chances, but none of them quite apparating into anything just yet. Itachi left wall, nobody in the middle, has to go solo. Seiko has managed to shut him down on that chance. He knows what solo player can do, and he does not want to be the victim of it. Shot saved away by Monkey Moon. With Seiko now, we find him on the floor, waiting for Astral's touch. Receives along from Monkey Moon, shoots above the crossbar. Itachi saving, great goal line defense.
Again, it's the vision keeping KCorp alive in this one. Great touch there on the back wall from Itachi. And so far, they've had to deal with so much pressure in overtime from Team BDS. Astral way off of the mark there, but just looking to increase the pressure, and pressure he does increase. Gets the demo on the back line, gonna keep things alive for Nolly.
Extra's touch sort of worked out for Team BDS for a second until KCorp managed to figure their way around it. That's a brilliant hit there from Astral again. He's being so creative with these random almost hits that KCorp can't quite deal with. Oh, sorry, that Team BDS can't deal with. There he is again, a huge challenge up against Monkey. The demo comes in from Extra. Maybe that saves them. Seiko's touch sees the job away.
That aggression coming in from BDS, it's not unlike them to be chucking demos down the pitch. Just a few mortars down range, see where they land. But Nolly and Itachi wanting to get a goal with 2.25 minutes into this overtime. The defense stretched from Team BDS so far.
The blue wall keeping Team BDS penned back deep in their own half. Barely able to break through, rarely able to even sniff that KCorp goal. This is one of those moments though, Extra to the back wall and Nolly clears it away so easily. Here's Monkey Moon. Will this be the moment? He wants to get his a rare shot. Extra's up. Extra hits the crossbar and then Itachi prods it wide.
Great read there from Nolly to keep that ball down and away from Team BDS. And here comes Nolly. They don't know he doesn't have boost, and Itachi, they're taken man and denied by Extra.
Nolly's on the ceiling there. Itachi, he's up. Monkey Moon and Itachi charging into the same ball. It's more KCorp attack. Extra just wants to slow things down for a second. He knows his team needs some boost. They need a thought. They need just some sort of theory to work against this KCorp defense. It's just not happening for them.
3 minutes 10, and a shot finally from Monkey Moon is saved away by Astral. Opportunities starting to arise. Team BDS again shooting, again saved. Itachi trying to find those side walls, much more to shoot from those kind of angles.
KCorp is finding success when they really stretch BDS out. They're not able to keep up that aggression. They're not able to get those follow-up shots, but Monkey Moon looking for a follow-up on that. Doesn't need it. Seiko gets the overtime winner.
And it all came from a clearance that had a Team BDS player on the end of it. Monkey Moon, not only did he get the touch towards Seiko, he acted as a screen as well. Team BDS actually showing us how they've made it here.
Faking out on that defense and then, transitioning from going for the shot originally to then angling to then going for the bump. It just meant that the defender couldn't get up in time, had to go back into the net, and Seiko had pretty much a tap in. The arena lights up in pink as Team BDS take game number 2.
And Team BDS on that overtime surge, it was all just about information overload. As a defender, what do? Monkey Moon's up above you. Is he gonna go for a double pass? Is he gonna go for a demo? Is he gonna go for a pass? Didn't matter. By the time he figured out what was happening, Seiko was there to ring it home.
And that was also Karmine Corp's first overtime defeat at Worlds. Have now gone 4-1. BDS, they're doing a brilliant job of shutting them down as we see that goal again in the Mobile One High Performance replay.
It's amazing, isn't it? What one goal can completely change the narrative of an entire series. You said there, Team BDS doing a great job of shutting down KCorp. If KCorp had won that second game, and my goodness, it could have gone that way, we would have been saying, where's the Team BDS attack? Why are they never passing to each other? Why is Seiko not looking brilliantly mechanical? Why is nothing for this team working but one clearance, one finish, one almost demo, and suddenly BDS is scary again?
Well, it just goes to show you in this series, all it takes is 1 second to blink, and that's when disaster can strike, because KCorp were playing so perfect in that one, disrupting the passing lanes. But here we go, game number 3 underway.
Well, KCorp are a team of individuals that have been written off so many times, dropped by teammates, forgotten in conversations for tournaments. But Team BDS are starting to push back against them.
Seiko's lava car looking hot as ever. A couple of misses on the back, and the dunk from Extra leaves it pinching central. And Seiko yet again from the help of his teammates, he's able to just get a nice, easy goal. BDS with a good lead.
Back when Team BDS were the best team in the world, they had a reputation of being 3 players who would get better as the series went on. The amount of reverse sweeps they got, or deciding games they managed to take, and that's what we're seeing again now.
Well, and that's what they were so known for, was downloading their opponents. And I spoke about it earlier in the week about how they were doing that. And best of 7 series really play in Team BDS's favor. As it seems like, okay, they figured out what KCorp were doing in game 1. Took them a little while in game number 2 as that one's off the crossbar, and KCorp might have got a little luck on their side there.
Well, it was luck, but it was also a brilliantly timed jump from Itachi. He had bumps coming up against him. He had players racing him for the ball. Still, somehow he got in the way. A huge defensive play there from the Moroccan.
Good push downfield by Monkey Moon. Forced Itachi to be charging back. You mentioned the Moroccan player, the first and only player in the RLCS to come from that country. It's so good to see, whereas we are inundated with incredible French talent.
I love that play.
Extra just defensively as well, just sending it long. It was helped on by KCorp, sure, but just being able to tap it with the help of your opposition's car, that is what will get you a bit more distance.
Oh, great defense there from Extra on the back line. Came off of the backboard, met the ball at the point of contact, so no follow-through come up, and here comes Seiko. Trying to get it over Nolly, and Monkey Moon off of the ceiling, but denied from Astral, and his defense has been really instrumental in holding up that blue wall on the back line.
But the blue wall is crumbled early on in the series, like 8 seconds in, 1 goal comes in. Now on that backboard, it's Seiko having to clear it away. Astral keeping it centered with only 40 boosts, so he does get beaten now by Extra. The dunk goes well for KCorp, but a lot of midfield battle going on.
Team BDS have done so well to keep Astral quiet in this game. He was the player who was acting as the difference maker between the 2 of them. Nolly and Itachi though combining there, maybe, to carry their teammate to a goal. Astral's just waiting for Monkey Moon's touch. He does well. Seiko has 40 boosts. It's not quite enough. KCorp blocking every avenue out of Team BDS's half right now. KCorp have wrestled this one back, and they're looking the better team at this point.
Well, Monkey Moon show you why it's so important to keep your head on a swivel there. Always got to pay attention what's happening on your backside. As a defender from KCorp was streaking in, but here comes Nolly. Great clear there. Extra was barreling down on that ball, but a little miscommunication. And Astral just launches it on target. Great defense from Monkey Moon.
Every time we see Seiko take to the sky, though, there is somebody from KCorp challenges, make sure that they shut him down as early as they can. If he has free reign, then it becomes terrifying. And a miss from Monkey Moon leaves it open for the Englishman.
That is a big, big miss from Monkey Moon, a player who can lose it mentally. This is where his teammates need to be speaking to him. The communication has to be there. The work that Mew has been doing behind the scenes comes into account under this pressure in those moments.
Well, that demo not only affected his teammate by taking him off the pitch, but the explosion right in front of Monkey Moon disrupted his vision just for a split second, loses sight of the ball. And here we go, KCorp, another opportunity. They refuse to just lay down and give this one to Team BDS. Itachi pushing this one forward, but put into the corner by Extra.
A massive moment in this game, in this series. Astral has a pre-flip opportunity. He couldn't quite put it away, so near. Suddenly it's KCorp on top. The belief is back for them. Astral's taking these touches, finding these passes. Monkey Moon does get a pre-jump, a good one as well. That'll be important for his confidence, but it's KCorp still on top.
Seiko passing down to Extra, but can't find anything other than the ball ricocheting back into the orange half. Forced dangerously, but Extra there again to save it. He is stepping up in game number 3, where Monkey Moon dropped it a little bit earlier on. Left wall, Astral pinches. It forces Monkey Moon to make a quick decision, but that brain is quickly splattered all over the floor.
Big demo there from Astral, and he gets the boost steal. It's going to really slow down Team BDS here as they try and work through the corner. Seiko's seen it a million times. Monkey Moon, it puts the shot on open net. Where was the defense from KCorp?
Where was the defense? I don't even know. It just comes to Seiko going to the ceiling. Astral wanting to return back, and Itachi getting just beaten out fair and square. The race won by BDS on this occasion.
Monkey Moon, a man who has 0 dead zone. It means he is one of the fastest players into the air out of anyone, even at the pro level. He can surprise again. He's also got a decent challenge game as well.
And you just saw Astral throw his head back and take a big sigh, realizing he made such a big mistake there. Pinches that ball directly center, and Seiko there for the cleanup.
This is the battle of the mentality. Astral so long was known as a player who was sigh in series, who would make it awkward for his teammates to work around him. We have not seen that Astral for a very long time, but that is not to say that the beast has entirely left his body.
Here he goes, up to the ceiling, wants to get the assist straight away. That's the best way for him to shake off any nerves, do something mechanical. Demand that ball, make it yours. Here he is down the other side. That's exactly what he's doing.
Nolly's
Nolly
hunting.
playing sweeper in front of him, but Extra charges it down. Seiko shows good pace. He's still yet to really get involved. He's been their best player this tournament. Demos have been important for Team BDS. Extra, his boom is long, but Itachi is there for him.
These demos are going to serve to
Oh my
kill
goodness.
KCorp off the face of the earth. Even if you have a blue wall, it can always be knocked back down.
Just thrown in complete disarray on the back line.
Oh.
See you later, Nolly. So aggressive from Team BDS, and they're running away with game number 3.
I love that from Seiko as well. He'll be well aware that he's not getting these flip resets. He's not getting time on the ball. So he's adjusted. He's managed to change his game plan entirely. Now he's the one going for the bumps.
Immediately off the kickoff, Extra again removing Itachi from the pitch. It's 4-1. Game number 3 has been dominantly BDS.
And there's been 6 goals in this series so far for Team BDS. And Seiko has been involved in every single one. He's showing you why he is so important for Team BDS, why he has shown so much success throughout the scene. And for this team to win the championship today, for him to be showing up right now is so important.
And that's despite him not being at his mechanical, brilliant best. But wait, I was about to say maybe a chance for a sniff of late drama, but that miss is going to kill this game there and then. Team BDS, they were playing so poorly in game 1. They struggled in game 2. They come to life in the 3rd.
That's 2 on the trot now for Team BDS. Great opportunity for them to moving on towards the end of the series. You had mentioned earlier on Seiko, and you were saying just when he does well, that is where they absolutely thrive. My word, were you correct, Stevie, with that big old intelligent brain of yours? It's not just fully empty. There is when you look at any of these leaderboards, Seiko is at the top in almost all of them. Goals, he tops. Score, he tops. Shot percentage, he tops. And he is destroying the tournament average as well.
It is so important for Team BDS to make sure you get Seiko going. And yes, he did only get an assist for Team BDS first goal, but just to show, hey, you're getting involved, and there he is. When we're looking at the Mobile 1 high-performance replays, Seiko is going to be all over it.
It's so important as well that Monkey Moon, the man who let KCorp back into that game, look at him, look how much it means to him. I don't know if that was from his goal or just because it was a goal that his team got, but that emotion is something that sometimes Team BDS as a whole can lack. Whoa!
Wake up! Wake up!
Hey,
There's a
wake
show
up!
going on!
Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up!
Nah, he's chilling. Having a chill, fair enough. Oh, he's being...
Yeah, I agree. Boo the man, boo the man.
I respect it. I absolutely respect it.
They actually did.
The real pros are right here on this pitch right now. And Team BDS, I mean, they are beginning to wake up, Stumpy.
Yeah, absolutely. And just
Oh boy.
across the board, BDS are stunning. They did such a good job when they got Seiko on originally. They've just struggled to translate that into a LAN setting. It's not Seiko's fault, it's not Monkey Moon's fault, it's not Extra's fault. They just can't get it to work. And look at this conveyor belt yet again against KCorp.
And we talk about pros, but it almost seems that the narrative from this point is inevitable. That Team BDS are going to see it away as they're getting so much better. KCorp, the attention turns to them. Can they stop the French behemoth in its tracks? Or maybe not with Seiko, go for that double tap! His mechanics have awoken now too!
Oh, a double tap to open up game number 4 off of the pass from Monkey Moon, but the streak for Seiko continues.
Jeez.
And 2 defenders, doesn't matter. You could put 100 there and he'll still find the hole.
It only took 37 seconds for yet more Seiko brilliance to flash in the pan. BDS are going ahead on Utopia. It's a good start for them. A demo from Itachi on Seiko. He knows the target man.
Right when Seiko was about to line something up as well, he'd taken his perfect first touch. Then he got taken out before he could get the second. But now Extra wants to get involved in the party. He gets a flip reset. Not quite the boost to do too much with it. Seiko's waiting underneath Astral. Astral who's cooled down in this series after starting it so well. KCorp wanting to get on the ball, they're doing well, they're getting into Team BDS territory, but those passes, Subi, are now being read.
Yeah, and that's just all because Team BDS is like a nice fine Parmesan cheese. Just get better with age. As the series goes longer, you're going to see Team BDS just continue to arise, continue to awaken, and we've seen they are so good at reading what their opponents do well, taking it away, and they're seeing what their opponents' weaknesses are and striking.
That's such a kind of a shot from Extra there. He knows he can't get it on target, and if he hits the nose of Astral, Astral, then he knows it might bounce up more awkwardly. Instead, he maintains full control, sends it to the wall, and just makes it so that this pressure can continue.
Huge clearances from Team BDS, but KCorp are getting Astral, he gets the second, but Seiko, he's the savior. What a save!
That was on target as well. Insane redirect there from Astral, but better read from the defender as Team BDS hold on and maintain their 1-0 lead.
2 minutes gone with Astral flip resetting again. He's seen what Monkey Moon can do. He's seen what extra fancy with those double taps. He wants to be in that conversation for the mechanical beast in this match.
Monkey Moon is going to win this one cleanly. Seiko now is involved in a race with Astral. Astral charges it to the side. Nolly, we've been quiet about him. He's not been too involved. He has to change that if you are to beat Team BDS. Extra up against Astral. Astral around the corner against Seiko. There's lots of challenges right now. No one getting consistent touches of the ball. No clear passes. Nothing incisive. Now Extra can actually dribble. Wants to get it underneath Nolly and does. Astral challenges as far as Seiko. Team BDS completely on the same line.
I want you to keep your eyes on Extra. Watch the wave dash here. Get to the right side of the ball so we can win the 50, make the ball go back towards Central, and none other than Seiko. They're in the perfect place at the perfect time.
The 1v1 show matches were 2 days ago. How is Extra showing those wave dash mechanics in a 3v3?
He's just got the space, but he's given just a little bit of an opportunity. He wants to grab it by the horns, and he wants to make this series flashing in pink. 2 minutes 15, with BDS leading by 2. You can just tell when you mentioned earlier, Cole, that BDS grow into any given series. That trend really does not seem to be bucked.
Itachi just wants to get some sort of close control to it. Astral there, he gets the chance, he shoots it long. Seiko is almost taken out by Itachi. Not quite fast enough, KCorp. They'll go again, Astral sinks it. KCorp alive again.
Brilliant positioning from Astral, who knows that the opportunity from Itachi is going to be there. He can turn, he is up so fast. Seiko, although he had to pre-jump here, he got close. Astral beating him out by millimeters.
Well, and that's what it's going to take for KCorp to be successful against Team BDS. There are those quick infield passes to where you have to have Team BDS going for a pre-jump. You got to be able to just paint that net anywhere you can with the shots. Here comes Itachi. Good challenge there, but Seiko with an even better one, and Monkey Moon gets a demo, and I think that is definitely part of the game plan. It might not have been when they started off, but they've definitely evolved into it.
Yet again, Monkey Moon on Itachi. He double demos him.
The blue wall, no doubt watching on in their thousands, will see their team have 90 seconds to avoid 3 match points against them. They've done step 1, got themselves involved in this game, got a goal, but they have to do step 2, and that's first off defend. Can you survive this BDS attack? Looking good so far. Nolly charges it down. Seiko's just going to catch it and flick it high. Itachi is in the air. He doesn't really know what to do with it. Instead, he almost smushes it against his own back wall. Nolly has to win this race against Monkey Moon. Nolly can't win the race against Monkey Moon. Team BDS up by 2.
And Monkey Moon just kisses it underneath the crossbar. I love the pass from Extra, utilizing the backboard as a 4th player. And oh my, the first time we haven't seen Seiko involved on a play.
The sheer intelligence to see Extra just go for the really high pass, knowing that his teammate is ready to go behind him. You mentioned earlier, Cole, his speed in the air. That zero sensitivity is paying off dividends. We enter the final minute with Team BDS on Utopia with a 2-goal lead.
Astral not quite connecting there with an early flip reset, and now off the back wall, there's another chance. It's Monkey Moon again. It's also simple for Team BDS.
The hammer meets the nail, and Team BDS 4 goals extra yet again, setting up the man who has been by his side for the last couple of seasons.
Now this, traditionally, is a really tough spot to be in if you're KCorp. It's just impossible when Team BDS get rolling. That stone gets larger and larger, and you then have to get a few games in a row. This is where you have to build some momentum, surely.
You say that, Cole, and you know what makes it even harder? We were on a couple of series ago. We are now at 55-0. When a team goes 3 up in the series, the first one to reach those 3 games, they take the series. We are yet to have a single team come back and win it. Karmine Corp, they are record breakers. They need to break that one if they have a chance to go through to the semis.
So they're up against the 55-0 statistics. They're up against the fact that Team BDS will believe that this World Championships is their destiny. They're up against Seiko, who stepped up mechanically, Monkey Moon and Extra. The passes are happening. They're up against the best offense and defense in Team BDS. They're up against France. They do have a Frenchman of their own.
Absolutely. Is this ball going to hit the ground? Team BDS find themselves on match point, and Karmine Corp have to do the unthinkable. Win 3 in a row against Team BDS. We've told you the odds, but we also told you at the beginning of the series, this is David versus Goliath. This is a Cinderella story, and how fitting would it be if Karmine Corp could finish this off?
This is David versus Goliath, but only if Goliath realized that he could just stomp on David, because that is what we are seeing right now.
Is that not what happened in the story?
No, I've read a different one maybe.
Oh, fair.
Something about a slingshot. But Karmine Corp, they have opportunities, they have chances, they have just been shut out and shut down multiple times in a row. In the Mobile One High Performance replay, just enjoy watching because we're going to have another minute on top as Karmine Corp take their time out.
I said they were up against 3 French players, but the French org are going to have to talk things through really quickly right now in this 60 seconds. I mean, their best hope is that the timeout is going to stop their momentum because Team BDS have got so much of it right now. You're right, Stumpy.
Sorry, I was talking to our producer.
Hey, producer.
Hi.
How's it going? But, you know, we were looking at the stats that came across the screen, and one thing that really struck out to me was the fact that Itachi didn't have one single shot in this series. And we know how important it is for KCorp to not only have him involved, but all 3 players. And I'll tell you what, if they don't have all 3 going up against Team BDS, they're trying to play a 2v3. Good night, Irene.
Their team dynamic has been flawless so far, Karmine Corp. It's been Nolly and Astral. They have just both been absolutely peaking mechanically. If one's not carrying, the other is, right? And Itachi, of course, such a good player at stepping in, filling in those gaps, making those passes, and occasionally getting a nice goal of his own. It's not really happening so far this series. Astral started off so hot. Nolly hasn't been involved, so where do they go from here?
Well, we talk about how important these coaches are. Eversax is incredibly close to the team of Karmine Corp. He needs to bring up 3 more performances that are going to be winning KC the series. Hello to Rockets Engage. Congratulations on that. I hope you proposed there, mate. That would have been a good one.
Well,
I mean, yeah. Go ahead, CB, please.
You know, as we're getting back into the series, the team's talking on the field, but Karmine Corp, they came out game number 1 and hit a home run. 3 goals held Team BDS scoreless, but ever since then, they've been held to 1 goal per game. Team BDS just doing an excellent job at just really denying the offense.
And it all came back off that overtime as well. In game number 2, if KCorp had got that, this series could have gone so very differently. But they are still alive on Wasteland. KCorp, Itachi is trying something stylish. Team BDS defending at the start.
What better arena than Wasteland to try and secure some of those scraps and
Astral.
form them into a win? Astral is the man completing the scrap heap challenge.
15 seconds in, and it takes a little aggression from Nolly, but all 3 members from Team BDS forming a line across midfield, and Astral saw it, and that double touch was a thing of beauty.
The tactical timeout can change so much, so quickly if you use it wisely. If anything, as I said, taking away your opponent's momentum, but they can get it back so quickly when they have Seiko on the ball. He's dancing with the ball on his nose. Extra it falls to, but then there's Astral. Already KCorp looking to play on the front foot. They have the aggression, they've got the territory for themselves. But Extra's coming back forward. The counter-attack game from Team BDS is looking very solid indeed as Monkey Moon gets a touch onto the back wall, but it's good defending from KCorp.
Absolutely, and I really hope that initial goal really helps to bring the momentum and the confidence back to KCorp because they really look like they had their heads down, and what a big challenge. And Monkey Moon can't get there. Nolly wins that one mid-air and puts him up 2.
Just seeing it tantalizingly float towards the back corner. Monkey Moon rotated confidently, thinking Extra was going to be the one that could squeeze it past. And KCorp, they are currently at 86% win rate. When they win those first couple of goals, they get that game. Very small chance for BDS to win this statistically, but when have they ever followed the rules?
Well done, KCorp. That's how you get yourself back into a series. A couple of quick-fire ones in the back of the net. Could be a third. Nolly, he's faking. He's got so much control of the ball. In comes Itachi up against Extra. The challenge game isn't quite strong enough from KCorp, not this time, but it does fall to Astral. Extra is a little bit boost after here, so can't go too far with it. Needs Monkey Moon to help. BDS not quite sure whether they're passing or dribbling right now. That demo should see them away, but BDS still emerged with the ball.
Oh, and a big bump as well, keeping things alive as Itachi puts it all the way downfield. Open net, can Extra catch up? The answer is no, and KCorp up by 3.
What an opportunity for them. They've gone up by 3 in a minute and a half. Itachi yet again going on that shot. Extra. They've been so tantalizing. They've been within that reach every time, yet a hair separates them.
Team BDS wanting to play their usual style of squeezing out the opposition, but if you misjudge it and mistime it just by a second, you leave yourself completely stranded. It could be 4 from the kickoff. Astral ain't gonna miss that. KCorp, you're back, lads.
Everstax is a genius. Whatever he said in that timeout, it has been the perfect medicine for the KCorp wound.
Yes, it absolutely has. And, you know, I'm going to summarize. Play better. And they're doing exactly that. They're coming out and not letting Team BDS bully them around, not letting them push them back into their own half as double demo comes out. But hey, look at this. Ball in the orange half.
Perhaps they were paying Team BDS too much respect before. But as you say, Subi, it's not happening now. Challenging everything so quickly. Wanted to get in their faces. Seiko off the ball with you, son. Nolly wants to get involved. And then going for bumps as well. Team BDS unable to deal with this KCorp attack. Unable to deal with their passes. Monkey Moon has just about won that one, but it's only Itachi that it falls to. Team BDS attacks just keep coming to nothing.
All of these shots from KCorp, all of these goals acting as poison, breaking down the barriers that Team BDS have done so well to put up.
And so far, KCorp has done a great job in this game to bait in Team BDS, make them feel like, okay, you're about to score, keep pushing forward, and then boom, they strike big clear downfield, but it's not gonna come out here. Monkey Moon gonna go ahead and hit that handbrake, swivel around the ball, but big challenge from Nolly, big win from Itachi, and in comes Astral. Can't quite win that, and Nolly gets the demo to really slow down BDS.
Speed and aggression have been the name of the game for KCorp, and Nolly embodies both of those things. 2 minutes 20, BDS needing 4 goals to come back. 99.9% of the time when one team goes up by 4, they win that game. This is looking like KCorp's to throw away or for Team BDS to wrestle from their hands.
Especially because Team BDS is just starting to look a little bit desperate, everything ineffective for them. Monkey Moon gets a nice slowdown from his own goal line, and his challenge is good as well. That'll set Team BDS on their way. Up against Itachi now. Monkey Moon just wants to blitz his way through. Itachi has managed to whip around and get a touch. But it has fallen to Seiko. I must say, since the 4th goal, BDS are coming more into it, but KCorp's showing good game management up to now. Monkey Moon had to finish that, and that had to go in maybe. Seiko, one more chance to make it 4-1 and give Team BDS an opportunity. KCorp save everything.
Great touch there on the back line for extra, but they're gonna have to deal with the pressure from KCorp, and they do exactly that, but here comes Nolly. Off-field pass, and Itachi can't quite get there, I'm sorry.
What a dominant turnaround this has been in the series. Seiko and Extra and Monkey Moon wanting to get one for the road, but Itachi, he shuts them down on the highway. A little bit of confusion on the goal line, but still yet saved away.
Oh, and Nolly avoids the bump there from Seiko, and so many times we've seen Team BDS going up for the ball uncontested, but KCorp holding on with that composure, really confident in their teammates. We're not seeing double commits, we're not seeing just terrible errors on the back line as they keep this one alive, and it seems as though, unless there is an absolute miracle, KCorp gonna bring themselves back within 1 in this series.
I mean, despite being known as the Blue Wall, they are an attacking team as well, KCorp. They love to score goals and get forward, but this, after going 4-0 up, has been an expert defensive performance, just staying back, spreading themselves so thin, charging in the way of every BDS pass and attack.
Nolly's done wonderfully just to make sure that he stays up in the perfect position. He's not letting it go. He's not giving any chances, any centimeters that he can. And working his way around the attacking players. The final 20 begins to tick down. Nolly goes for the 1-2-3. Is saved away in the end by Monkey Moon. KCorp, they are on their way to breaking records and trying to make it 55-1.
And a nice touch there, and Itachi can't hammer it home. And this ball, once it hits the ground, it is solidified. It is written in stone. Game 6 is gonna be underway, but Monkey Moon wants to get a consolation prize, and they do. A feel-good one, but doesn't matter much.
A doink to take home with them for Team BDS, but they will still be very upset with their day's work right there on Wasteland. Extra, that is one to add to the doink montage, my friend.
He was in the doink zone.
He was very much, well and truly, in that doink zone right there. But I mean, Karmine Corp. What a turnaround that was. I mean, it wasn't even the 4 goals. For me, it was the defending.
Yeah, they did so well just to earn them early on, right? They got a couple of goals. They got 4 in the end. And then they just held so perfectly. There was no way that BDS could find a way through until we get to garbage time, and there was nothing to earn from it. 3-2 in favor of BDS here, but Karmine Corp wanting to stretch them as far as they can. And look at them all sitting and looking at Mew for guidance.
Yeah, and stretching is exactly what they did in that series. They made sure to just bait them in and make sure to bring them in as we look at the Mobile One high performance replays. Astral involved in every single one. But we just got confirmation. We are getting a timeout from Team BDS. They don't want KCorp to get that momentum and win game number 6.
A nice, quick, tactical timeout as well. After one game going to KCorp, Team BDS have called it immediately. And I love that decision.
Yes.
So often we see a team that's basically on the way down momentum-wise, allow that second game to go before making the decision. Team BDS have struck while they can.
Yeah, and we've seen these timeouts become better and better for the team that calls them throughout the competition. We're at near enough half and half at the moment, but if you, as you say, Cole, can just burn some of that momentum, because my word was that a momentous game. Getting the 4 goals, that does not happen often against Team BDS. Shut it down, let them cool down. Let any of the KCorp fans in the audiences have to stop and take a break. Let the fatigue set in. BDS, they are our fall major champions, and they need to act like it if they're going to be able to take down the KCorp.
Well, they're looking to get that big monkey off of their back. Being in front of a big crowd and getting a big win would feel so good to get to the semifinals.
But it's extra difficult with all this pressure as well, all these eyes watching, and the difference between winning and losing, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. $100,000 if you lose, $200 minimum if you win. And of course, it's not about the cash. It is about the glory. They want the trophy that's behind us in the middle of the stadium. They want to hold it aloft and see the confetti rain down upon themselves. But also, there's the part of your brain that's thinking, this is a lot of money.
Yeah, but look, they've come prepared with those French flags. They've got them draped on the back of their chairs. They want to show that national pride in front of this incredible North American audience. And there's only one team that's going to walk away from it. Mew starts clapping. They know the timeout has concluded. Neo Tokyo, under the eyes of Bob's Ramen, will be our game 6.
The neon lights are lit up, and Monkey Moon looking to get started quickly as Team BDS come hot out of the gates here, realizing how important it is to just ramp that aggression up. We saw it in games 2 and 3, but here come KCorp.
They seemed sluggish in the last game, Team BDS, and that's credit to KCorp. This one, they've already started out the blocks hot. But KCorp have wrestled it back, Itachi to the backboard. Nolly is there! Nolly gets KCorp in the lead!
To start it off, who could it be other than Nolly? The setup from Itachi is spectacular. And Seiko, he took a little second just to work out of the goal, and he can squeeze around the side of Monkey Moon. That monkey still on their back, but just starting to be peeled away.
It really was the perfect assist from Itachi, the player who's mentioned the least of these three, but that kickoff goes BDS's way. Extra gets the flick. This game starting off like a house on fire. Seiko, he actually leaves that one towards Extra. A bit of confusion in the Team BDS attack, and that's why it comes to nothing.
Always a fake on that. Come on, Cole, you've played enough Rocket League as Itachi puts a nice hard shot on target, and you can tell Team BDS starting to sound the alarms. They're trying to get that goal back immediately, but let's see if they overextend doing so.
4 minutes approaching. 1 minute gone with a 1-goal lead for KCorp as well. Astral challenging in the corner with Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon can pass it across to Seiko, or Extra rather, who did actually pre-jump for that ball as well. Now the attack from Astral, having to move out of the way. Astral dribbles it nice and gently around the side, but is he just where BDS wanted him? Absolutely not, because that man just went for a shot from the sky.
Seiko into the center, a huge pinch there with his teammate. That's going to cause some confusion on both sides, I believe, but Nolly is the one to clean things up. He's the sweeper right now for KCorp. He's also getting all the flip resets. Astral's coming in. Is surely going to make it 2. Does make it 2.
And it feels like the defense over-respects that flip reset. Got 2 to go. It was wide open for Astral, and so important to extend this lead.
2-0. Minute and a half gone. KCorp, they did not care about the timeout. They want to just be on the other side of that 50-50. Astral midfield being able to block that one away with Extra now. Catching from the orange half. Can they get past the halfway line?
It's reminiscent of game 1 as well, which KCorp ended up winning 3-0, I believe, where they started it off so well, got a quick fire couple of goals, and that just allowed them to relax into the series. Now they can relax into game 6. Team BDS will come forward. They've improved so much since that first game, so you'd expect the last 3 minutes won't be as easy for them as it seems so far.
And Extra been extra quiet in this series, still looking to get a true goal. That one at the end of the last game. Yeah, it counts on the scorecards, but does it count in our hearts? I'm not too sure. As him and Seiko collide mid-air, chaos and confusion on the side of Team BDS. KCorp can't capitalize on the mistakes. They're still boxed into their own half.
And Monkey Moon stealing that boost away from Extra. It just means that attack just shuts down a bit quicker than they wanted to. Nolly working around one, and Itachi is there to receive it, just returning the favor to his teammate.
Team BDS's defense is a little bit too central, too close to the ball. The near post rotation's not working. KCorp are bypassing them at will right now. There's more than half the game to go is the bad news for KCorp, but 3-0 up, that's some really good news.
And Ollie going through the defensive zone there with a jab, then a left hook, and Astral trying to get a little poke there as well. Itachi keeping the dream alive. KCorp looking to extend this lead even further.
Yeah, they can sense blood right now from Team BDS. They know this is the team that can just give up in their minds. That one's over the top, it's 4. KCorp running riot.
We mentioned earlier that 99.9% of the times their team is down by 4 goals, they win the game. But there's still half left. There is still BDS able to push on this. But KCorp, we saw them do this previously. They let in 1 goal right at the end on 0 seconds. They didn't care. The game management from KCorp may well be too much for BDS.
And Team BDS just tripping over their own feet right now, seemingly continuing to make mistake after mistake. But Monkey Moon gonna say mistake no more. The comeback is alive and well.
They sliced that 4-goal lead down to just 3 as Seiko pips it central. Monkey Moon already up. Center of the goal was his target. Center of the goal is where he strikes.
Itachi leans back in his chair and says to his teammates, it's okay. 3 goals up is still a brilliant, formidable position to be in. They just have to focus on their fundamentals, not do anything silly, and they should be able to take us to Champions Field. But should is not the same as will. That demo will help though. Nolly can't quite get it on target for 5. That was an open goal.
But he had 0 boost. Was not expecting the opportunity. And Seiko, he's going to take it down the other end instead.
Don't get too confident if you're on the side of KCorp here. Great pass forward, an outlet pass to Extra. And Seiko, everyone getting involved on that.
And that was just yet another infield pass. They're working so well for BDS.
Suddenly things get really scary for KCorp. Team BDS, their tails up yet again. Astral wins the race.
No way.
Might get a goal, but Monkey Moon in his own net. Nolly tries to put it in the top corner. Monkey Moon has recovered, living up to his name with those aerial acrobatics swinging from the ceiling to get there. Now here's Seiko, he's been he scorpions his whole career, but not right then.
Oh mama, that was gonna be a juicy one. Highlight reel play, but here comes Monkey Moon. They realize the importance of every single second. Big demo from Seiko and Extra. Gonna bomb this one back down. Seiko is there, he's looking for another pass off the backboard. Extra there for the follow, and can't quite find it. Crossbar denies.
So close, Team BDS, devastatingly near to their 3rd goal. They'll keep on trying. Seiko is cooling that ball every second. Extra hits it down towards Monkey Moon. Good defending there from Team BDS. Fantastic transition. Round the corner they go. But that's a great pass from Nolly. Out low wide to Itachi.
Seiko going for a good few double taps here, but has been blocked out in the later stages of this series. Itachi can't quite dunk that one in alongside one of the defenders. Seiko to catch with under a minute left. BDS still need 2.
Time to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Time to show everything that you have. Another Rule 1 broken, but you can't quite blame them in the biggest moments.
Extra, he goes over the top. Monkey Moon, he goes for a swipe on Itachi, but Itachi just about dodges it. There's so much space for Seiko to play with. He makes that one, charges into the other, but Itachi puts it into the corner. And then his next touch is so good as well.
It's the final 30. BDS, they need to bring back 2. It goes midfield. Astral is up. Can he get over the top of Seiko? He does not quite manage to. Final 10.
Itachi wants to pinch it instead. He just waits. He's stealing those seconds away from Team BDS, who have to defend. Monkey Moon is backwards in such an awkward position. Extra isn't quite sure whether to help or not. In this one, despite the pressure that Team BDS showed, the potential they had is just about getting away from them. KCorp are going to win game number 6 on Neo Tokyo. They are going to send us to Champions Field in this all-EU bout.
2 of our 3 series so far today, going to game number 7, truly showing you why it is so magical to be here at the World Championship.
As we all get on the bus to Champions Field, Karmine Corp approach with a 3-3 win rate through this competition in Game 7s. BDS, though, they're currently at 3-2 and on a 3-game win streak in those Game 7s. They're unbeaten for 3. Can they make it 4?
One more game will give these players the chance at ultimate glory. As we watch the Mobile One high-performance replay, we can see Itachi just G'ing his team up so much.
The crowd right now chanting, respect Rule 1. 2 points on that. It's called Rule 2. Sorry, guys, it's Rule 2. I'm looking at you, it's Rule 2. We're boomers of the game. You probably started playing in 20... Oh, don't boo me because I'm right.
Yeah, come on, guys.
It's Rule 2.
We started 2018. We think we know everything. Nah.
Oh, I go on the forums and I write Rule 1. Grow up.
Yeah, anyway, carry on. Now you've won the crowd over, mate.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I do in North America. It comes down to game number 7. We can all agree that that is the correct number, at least. I don't know how BDS turned back round from that. They've done it before, but on game 7 with this, can they do it again?
Well, and then game number 7, Champions Field underway. You've got to think Team BDS starting to recall all those comments on the forums, all those tweets of how they can't perform in live environments. Can they push them down?
Meanwhile, Karmine Corp, the forgotten men of Rocket League, are about to give us all a big fat reminder that they are a team in contention for the entirety of World Champion. Mentioning, oh, Nolly over the top, he couldn't quite get there. What a start that would have been.
And it's the push from KCorp that's done them so well previously. Monkey Moon tapping it back into his corner. Extra does read that incredibly well, but with 0 boost, he's going to have to trundle back into his own half, not with a flip reset. Over 1, can he get the dunk? Monkey Moon again able to receive.
We've had 6 games so far in this series, and so far, out of all 6 of those, first to strike first, take the game. It is so important to just hold down on that back line extra, trying to get involved. It would be so huge for him to get a goal here, but KCorp clears it all the way downfield.
It was a clear, and it was a huge clear from Itachi.
There he is!
Right back at them. Extra hasn't been too involved this series. What a time to get your goal.
Extra, the man in this game, receiving it again from Monkey Moon, sends it back behind the defender. That post bounce is perfect.
And it's so difficult to defend those shots when the shot comes all the way from the right side and it's placed to the left off of the post. Team BDS put themselves up by 1, but we still have a long time to go here on Champions Field.
I mean, they were the scorers of the last 2 goals in the last game. Now they've got this one as well. Suddenly KCorp had 3 goals against them in a row on Champions Field. And everything gets that little bit more tough as Extra awaits Astral's emergence. He's passed in there, charges down against Nolly and gets the flip reset as well. Brilliant 50-50 game there from Extra. In the end, the ball falls to Seiko, but Astral is up already. KCorp's still going for this
double
one.
commit.
Monkey Moon is so fast, but there has been a double commit. Astral is going for Seiko, but he just about shakes himself free.
BDS.
Nolly!
Oh, never mind!
Target, and Nolly equalizes.
Never mind about BDS, because it's all about the Nolly show.
And Nolly with the change-up shot here. Sees Seiko coming in hot, puts it down low and slow on a simmer, and KCorp heating up.
What a return back. BDS, when they score first, they are 9-0. They just don't lose these.
Well, KCorp have to hope they can find a way. Nolly up against Seiko. Astral is there, round the corner. What can he do with it? Has he got a flip reset? Not quite. And Monkey Moon knew that, so Monkey Moon charged him down. Falls to Extra in the center. He wants to get that ball to his teammates. He may have done just that, but no, he needs to dunk instead. Itachi comes forward. Up against Monkey Moon. So many aerial challenges. All players throwing themselves at the ball right now. Will it fall to any of them cleanly? So far, the answer is no, but this could be it. Monkey Moon, his challenge of Itachi is good. Astral, he gets a clean touch. Extra is in now. It's one team to the other. It's one touch to the next, but it's still 1-1. And still Itachi is there, but he can't quite get it in.
There's so much volume in Champions Field, but they are using every cubic foot here as Monkey Moon tries to get that ball. Seiko pushing forward. He was last man back. It was risky, but it pays off. He gets the shot, but Itachi there, back wall defense. Perfect so far for KCorp.
Astral tries to shoot, but yet again in the midfield, these shots being shut down early. Nolly is able to flick it over, nearly draws the 2 players in Monkey Moon and Seiko. They need to get on the same page.
Yeah, that was so scary right there for Monkey Moon and Seiko, almost cooling each other off, cooling each other on, and then bumping each other. Team BDS, though, just about keep those comms up, but Karmine Corp are coming forward. Monkey Moon has to be and does beat Nolly, and beats the whole Karmine Corp defense.
Speaking of defense, where was it? Everyone went all in, and Nolly, the challenge was never gonna be there. You gotta rotate back.
Shades of Landon against version 1, 0 seconds, about to go into overtime. Nolly opted to go for the ball. He chose unwisely, and that was in game 7 too.
Itachi off the kickoff, going from that backboard. Astral trying to drop it down yet again. Nolly is there. He's not able to get that clear away, however. Astral wanting to pass. Those passes, they've been dangerous, they've been intercepted, but maybe KCorp, they've still got a couple more left in the locker.
And Nolly just bombs that one downfield. You think maybe cleat that one closer to the vest, but instead, Extra almost gets a massive dunk. Doesn't quite find its mark, but here comes Nully. Gonna push it forward yet again towards midfield, and Seiko, perfect positioning, but Astral there on the back line.
Team BDS known for robotically perfect game management. The best of them does not panic in these situations, but Nolly taking out Monkey Moon will make things a little bit more open for KCorp. Another demo. This time it's Itachi on Extra. Can KCorp make the most of the space that they're creating? Because so far, Team BDS are still just dribbling it in their half.
Extra's movement has been brilliant in the midfield. He just keeps intercepting, making awkward, making it hard to deal with. Monkey Moon removes Astral from the pitch.
And here comes Monkey Moon looking to get a double, but no, he can't. Astral comes in, big challenge. KCorp still looking for one goal.
Nolly with the infield pass is going to flash across the face of goals. So scary there for Team BDS. Astral's up, it's to the backboard, but Monkey Moon clears.
Going to that left-hand wing, sees Itachi having to return fire. Nolly is up. Will that be the aerial play to win in the game? No, Seiko is there.
45 seconds remain here, game number 7. KCorp still down 1 goal. It's almost the final countdown. They just need one to tie us all up and go to OT.
Sounds so easy when you put it like that, and maybe it will be when Nolly gets the free shot, but it's beaten away by Team BDS.
The double commit non-mattering now as Seiko pinched it yet again long.
They have to march the full length of the field. A big flip is going to help. Here comes Astral. No challenge there, but a follow-up surely by Itachi. He slows it down. No bump there for Monkey Moon, and they're going to have to restart from square one.
In the midfield, Nolly needs to get something going. We enter the final 10 seconds on Champions Field. Will this be a Team BDS victory into the semi-final?
So close for Team BDS. They just have to get control of this ball. Even better, they can get it in the back of the net. It's not going to happen there, so the ball stays high. Astro with a good clearance. Extra is there as well. Nolly's waiting for it. That's all he can do. Itachi up against Seiko. Does he have the boost? Does he have the ability?
He's
Does
still
he have
there.
the cannon?
No!
He keeps it up even more.
Nolly!
Monkey Moon!
Itachi!
Astral keeps it up in the air again.
It's still there.
Astral up against Seiko. Seiko just puts his foot on the brake for a second and slows things down.
We're going
Astral,
again.
Monkey Moon, it's on the floor. The champions elect survive an absolute gauntlet from Karmine Corp. Team BDS are your semi-finalists.
BDS, they walked out with Karmine Corp arm in arm, and we said that there will be opportunity for one of them to walk out happy and one absolutely devastated. The players on Karmine Corp have done the best performance of their lives so far. It's the World Championship. Look at that.
The emotion showing across Astral's face, and you can honestly, you can see Monkey Moon. He knows how it feels. He's been there before. Everyone getting involved. They know, yes, we're opponents on the field, but off, we're best of friends.
Best of friends and players who have had so much adversity as well. Team BDS, they've been mocked for their performances in front of crowds, but Karmine Corp, all 3 of them, completely written off as pro-level Rocket League players. Nolly there, as he hugs Monkey Moon. He was dropped from Guild. People said he is no more. He makes it here into the top 8 at the World Championships.
And Dickies Arena, let's give it up one last time for KCorp. They put up a valiant effort. They gave it everything they had. They entertained us until the end. Game 7, you couldn't have asked for anything more.
But BDS, the winners, going through into the semi-final. It is going to be one of the longest days of Rocket League we have ever seen played at this level. For this amount of money, we're going big here in Dickies, and it is something that we are so incredibly excited for.
That's the thing, it's only going to get more difficult for Team BDS. It never gets more simple at this stage of the World Championships. They will go on to face either Moist or Furia, and I don't know about you guys, I wouldn't want to face either of those 2 teams, but for the last time, as we see the Mobile One High Performance replay, it was a nervy Game 7, it always is, but Team BDS be your victors.
There they are, and I was calling for Extra to step up when they needed him most, and he did exactly that. Got the initial goal for Team BDS, and yes, it did go back and forth, but they were able to hold on there in game number 7, and they can put all of those comments that they've been reading for the past year to rest.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done so much to be proud of. But with BDS, they managed to stand tall, they break down that blue wall, and they are going through to that semis. And what a feeling that must be, considering their performance in winter. They got perfect swept in front of a crowd by FaZe, and then they just could not even manage to make it to those crowd days by not winning a game. what a turnaround. Top 4 minimum at Worlds.
Seiko, Monkey Moon, Extra, and then their coach Mew have done everything right since that devastation. They've done all they can, and that is learn from it. You can see the lessons being applied. You can see the mentality is so much stronger than it ever was. This is the Team BDS that people have always wanted to see, and it only seems right that they're in your semi-finals. It also only seems right that they are there for an interview with the wonderful Orb.
Thank you so much for that, Cole. Standing here with Mew, the coach. First of all, Dickies, please give it up for BDS. Now, Coach, we have to talk about those final moments. How was that?
Exciting, I think, is kind of word that you could say in those moments. But yeah, this match was like the best in my career so far.
Now, overall, this one going the distance, a marathon series to say the least. Was this something that was expected from you guys?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, KCorp is like, the guys in KCorp are like one of my best friends, all of them. So we know each other really well. So we kind of expected this match to be really, really close. And I think it showed. But I'm glad that we can take it because like it's Worlds, right? So yeah, it was really insane match.
Bittersweet, absolutely. Now, for the players, all right, this is their first time in a World Championship. They're here on the main stage, Championship Sunday. Are their nerves starting to show a little bit?
This match, yes. But from now on, I think it's going to be easier, I would say, in nerves, of course. Because like this stage, it's the first time that we play on it since we are coming from winner bracket. KCorp had already 2 matches, if I'm not mistaken, on it. So we kind of expected the first game to happen, like they go harder than us. But then we adapt, and I think it's not going to be a problem for the semi-final.
How would you rate your confidence as a team? Obviously, winning the Stockholm Major, huge boost of confidence, I'm sure. Then having, let's say, lackluster results, now being here, do you feel like the confidence might be coming back?
After London, it was a 5, but we worked really hard to understand why the top 16 in London happened, and then we put with confidence a lot of work to fix it. And then we can today say, I think, that it works. So the confidence is like 8 or 9.
Confidence is key. Give it up. Boost their confidence a little bit here. BDS advancing to the semifinal. Now, support is needed. The players need it here on stage. And there's no better support than the support from home. So we decided to sit down with some of the players' parents, and they had this to say.